You're welcome to Civic Education Online class. Today's topic is consequences of cultism. I want us to first know the learning objectives. By the end of this class, students should be able to 1. Discuss the consequences of cultism. 2. Students should be able to discuss the preventive measures against cultism. Last week, I discussed the origin of cultism, and I said that it was in the University College of Ibadan, now known as University of Ibadan, that it started, and I mentioned the 7 notable Nigerians that started it. If the modern cults or cultism in Nigeria today was not meant to be the way it is today. Initially, it was to stop ethnicism in Nigeria and poor leadership that the 7 notable Nigerians formed the cultism, and it metamorphosed to what we are having on ground today. I also discussed reasons for establishing and joining cult groups. One of them mentioned was home background. I also mentioned peer group influence. I mentioned security, etc. Back to the topic for today, consequences of cultism. What are the consequences of belonging to a cult? Number 1, cultism leads to untimely death of our viral youth. Many of our youths have died as a result of cult activities. That's number 1. Number 2, many cultists risk health problems because of harmful drugs and blood they take. Before initiating, I told you, you are required to spill out your blood, which all the members of the cult will take. That is dangerous to health. That's number 2. Number 3, most cultists do not graduate. They end up being rusticated from the universities. Number 4, cultists cause their parents a lot of pain and embarrassment. Imagine sending a child to school only to be rusticated as a result of cult activities. That's so embarrassing, especially to the parents. Number 5, there is no peace for any cultists on campus. There is no peace for them. Relaxing is a problem because of what they have entered into. Number 6, cultists have a record of poor academic performance. They don't do well in school. Number 7, they lose their self-will to choose between right and wrong because they have mortgaged their freedom to taking oaths. Number 8, cultists give our country a bad image. Number 9, it leads to spiritual problems. Number 10, proliferation of illegal arms and weapons. You see cult members having guns and their likes. That's another consequence of belonging to a cult. Number 11, it slows down national development. That takes us to the next subtopic, which is preventive measures against cultism. How do we prevent cultism in our secondary schools, in our universities? Number 1, school authorities should expose and punish any cult members. School authorities should expose and punish any cult member caught in the act. That's number 1. Number 2, community leaders should commit themselves to fighting cultism in our society. Number 3, the standard of education should be improved. The standard of education should be improved by introducing disciplinary measures for those who engage in examination malpractices. Number 4, students should abide by school rules and regulations. Number 5, students should study hard in school. To prevent cultism among students, efforts should be made to encourage students to study hard and avoid distractions. Number 7, parents and guardians should show good examples to their children and what? By desisting from being members of secret cults. Number 8, parents and guardians should be more vigilant concerning the activities of their children and what? Within and outside the home. Lastly, there must be improved facilities and improved living conditions on campuses so as to minimize stress in the social system, which will promote cultism on the campus. I started by explaining the consequences of cultism, and I said that cultism leads to untimely death. I said that many cultists risk health problems because of harmful drugs and blood they take. And I said that most cultists do not graduate because some of them are rusticated. I also discussed the preventive measures against cultism, and I said that school authorities should expose and punish any cult member caught in the act. I also said that community leaders should commit themselves to fighting cultism in our society, etc. I am going to stop here. If you have any question, type your question. I'll gladly answer your question. Thank you.